Hello and welcome to this tutorial where we cover how to stream directly from Notch into common streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live and more. If you're looking to take Notch output into video conferencing services like Zoom, Google Hangout or Bridge into third-party software like OBS, then I suggest you look at a different tutorial on NotchCam, where Notch can output as a virtual webcam. You can find the link to this tutorial in the description below. So just a little bit about streaming before we get started. Most internet streaming platforms receive video and audio streams over a network protocol called RTMP. Some services like Facebook Live receive streams via a more secure protocol called RTMPS. Notch supports both of these protocols and will be showing you how to configure them. So let's get started. Here I have an example scene. Nothing special here. We've got visual, but we might want to add some audio. I can use a Capture Sound node to take audio from a microphone or other live audio source. And connect to the route. You need to turn pass-through audio to be able to use the audio in a stream. I can also control the volume and pan. To configure the audio device you need to go in Devices, Audio and Mini Devices, and in Audio Capture. If you want a microphone, choose your microphone, and I want to capture sound from Windows. Click here and OK. And if I play some music, as well as capturing live video, you can also use a Play Sound node to play MP3 or WAV files directly into the stream. With audio now set up, we can now set up our streams. In the Devices menu, you will find Streaming. Devices, Streaming, which opens the live streaming dialog. The very first dropdown is Mode. You can either select one of the templated streaming platforms items, or configure a custom RTMP or RTMPS stream. Let's keep things simple and use one of the templated setups with Twitch. RTMP configuration have various different parameters, but the two most important are the stream URL and stream key. These define where the streaming data will be sent and the key needed to authenticate you. Notch has pre-populated the stream URL for you, but you don't need to get the stream key from Twitch itself. You can find your stream key in Preferred, Channel and here, and copy-paste in Notch. Now we have the bitrate. This is the video upload bitrate we would like to upload at. This value is entirely dependent on your internet connection. 3000 kilobits per second will require at least 3 megabit uplink. Next, we can select the resolution and frame rate. It's important to note that Notch will override and hard set the resolution and frame rate that we choose here. So you want to make sure that when you're setting your project up that it looks good at this 69 aspect ratio, but also that you can actually achieve this frame rate performance-wise. If you're only rendering at 10 FPS when you usually run it, this isn't going to fly. Keyframe interval is often with sending a full frame rather than delta frames. It's a setting detected by most streaming platforms. We pre-populate it for you and you rarely need to change it. Lastly, we have the audio option. It's important to note that a good number of streaming platforms like YouTube and Facebook require you to send an audio feed, even if there is no audio coming down the line. As such, this defaults to on. We have the audio sampler rate, which is nearly always 44,100 You can also specify a custom bitrate if you wish, but most platforms require 128 kilobits per second. Once you're happy, you can just click OK. Immediately, you will see a couple of things occur. Firstly, if your stream resolution was different from your current render resolution, you'll see the scene resized to the target resolution. For streaming to actually commence, we have to make sure that we are playing. So let's click play. Notice that the FPS readout of the status bar is showing the frame rate set in your streaming. If we are dropping below the target frame rate, we are not in a healthy state. With our stream now working, we can switch over to Twitch and see the stream coming in. It's important to note that most platforms have a 10 or 20 second delay, so you won't see your stream immediately running. You'll need to wait for that to kick in. Right, now we are streaming happily.